Hey, what's up? This is Vashtie, and you're watching Sweat the World. I am a director, a designer, an artist. I've directed videos for people like Justin Bieber and Solange and Jadakiss. I was the first girl to design her own Jordan, so I have my own Jordan sneaker. A friend of mine was like, you know, you do really cool things, you should probably blog about it and share it. And little by little, I would get, you know, readers from around the world, you know, like girls just like me, and, you know, not only just girls, but people who were kind of inspired to see that it was, you know, me doing all these interesting and big things, and, you know, that I'm a girl, that I look like this, and that, you know, I'm behind the camera, and, you know, I'm kind of holding my own in kind of a male-dominated area. You know, I get a lot of emails and messages from young people who have been inspired, who decided to take film in school or have decided to, you know, take a different path. I'm really excited that I can share my life and, you know, inspire others. So in 2009, I had a birthday party. It was really big. You know, everyone was giving me ideas, like, you should do this, you should do that, and I was like, no, I want my cake to be my favorite thing ever. My favorite thing ever are the Jordan 3s. So I had a giant 3D version of the cake made for my birthday. Long story short, that cake got a lot of press, and you know, it was all over a lot of big vlogs. So a couple of weeks later, I was just walking through Soho, and I ran into a friend of mine who worked for Nike. And I told him, I'm like, oh, did you see my birthday cake? It was pretty crazy. And he was like, no. I showed him the picture, and he was like, wow, that's crazy. You should totally design a Jordan because you're obsessed by them, clearly. For a year, I had to keep it a secret while we were working on it and designing it. And the honor of designing a Jordan 2 was presented to me, and it was the 25th anniversary. You know, traditionally for 25th anniversary, you give someone silver, so there's hints of silver throughout the shoe. And the shoe took on a violet hue because my brand is called Violet, and I also felt like it was a good synergy between a masculine shoe and you know, something feminine enough for a girl to wear. It feels like an out-of-body experience knowing that I have a Jordan. I think it really hits me when I see other people wearing it, because I'm so used to seeing myself in it and friends that it's like, oh, it's like, okay, cool. But seeing other people that I don't know wearing it, it's pretty exciting, and I don't know, I still can't get over it.
I'm John Geiger, and I do marketing and managing Darrell Revis from the New York Jets. Just about every day he has to do something for his endorsements, and I'm the one that takes care of that. I met Darrell, I would say, 5th or 6th grade in the AAU tournament. AAU is in the summer, you're on a special team and you go around the country and play. Me and Darrell were in Pittsburgh, and then we became friends. So in the summer we would travel, but leading into high school we were rivals. We remained friends through college. He was going to Pitt at the time, and then he ended up getting drafted. I graduated with a criminal justice degree, and then I just kind of fell into this. I would say that we kind of like mastered the friendship in business. I know like when he needs his alone time and when I need my alone time, so we never really butt heads. I mean, you're always going to butt heads about business and giving ideas, but we came to the conclusion that we're like best friends, and how can we both make a lot of money doing it and the best way of doing it. So I think we've mastered that. Some of the people that inspire me would be one, Vashtie, and she's sitting right there, and the other would probably be my parents, because when I was younger, I'd see what my parents going through, like would work hard and wouldn't really have anything. And I always said like I wanted to go to college. I was the first one to graduate college. So they inspired me to do that. And then the other side is like Vashtie, who's someone into like fashion and just like an entrepreneur and doing different things, and that's what I want to do. This is John Geiger, and you're watching Sweat the World.
You know, I really wanted the world to see Vashtie and John Geiger because they're two people that, you know, I know are doing something they love and they're happy with it. And, you know, I hope, you know, everybody is able to do something they love and, you know, really strive to like motivate and inspire everyone else that, you know, comes into their daily life. And you don't have to be in the limelight. You don't have to, you know, try to be a star, but you can be the greatest person you can be in your own right. And, you know, hopefully everyone gets motivated by these two because, you know, they're doing some really extraordinary and amazing things behind the scenes. and, you know, really killing it. And, you know, my hat goes off to those two. Sweat the world.